You may recognize her from several high-profile capital murder cases. Local attorney Lisa Greenberg. Well, as part of our continuing coverage celebrating International Women's Day, I sat down with Greenberg at her office to talk about how she went from prosecutor to criminal defense attorney.
I had a nickname growing up, and it was Lisa T for trouble.
An interesting nickname for the daughter of a prosecutor.
But I was always an instigator. I always questioned things.
Raised by a single dad, Lisa Greenberg was one of 4 sisters growing up in a courthouse.
They had a vending machine. I'd wander around and go buy a snack and then peek into the courtroom. We'd get in big trouble if we did that, but I used to kind of try to watch some of the trials.
Curious, yes, but interested in following in her father's footsteps? Not really. Originally a theater major, Greenberg went to Texas Tech, quickly realizing that Hollywood probably wouldn't come knocking on her Lubbock, Texas door.
I really liked the study of government. I really liked to learn about the Constitution.
She changed her major to political science, got a master's, then a law degree.
I was a baby DA at the DA's office, and it was right next door to my dad.
Greenberg got married, became a mom, and moved to Washington State before settling in Corpus Christi. With her kids in preschool, she says she wasn't ready to go back to work full-time, so she started taking on court-appointed cases.
Nobody had listened to them before. Nobody had cared enough to listen.
Visiting the jail for the first time to meet some of her clients.
I remember people telling me that they can't read and nobody knew that, or that they had mental health issues, or they couldn't afford something for their children, so they stole.
She became a voice for people who wouldn't otherwise have one.
That's the first time in my life I figured out what I was meant to do.
Now a criminal defense attorney for 13 years.
It is not our job to judge whether a person is good or bad. That is not my role. My role is to make sure their rights are protected. My role is to make sure that their story is heard.
When somebody's life is at stake.
A fighter in the courtroom.
And I think this is a mama bear quality I have. It is so easy for me to stand up for somebody else. It is so easy for me to fight for somebody else.
But Greenberg says there were many times she was underestimated because she is a woman.
I remember going to the jail a few times and clients saying, do you work for the lawyer? And having to be like, well, actually, I am the lawyer.
A lawyer who sees her gender as an advantage.
I feel like nobody can cross-examine another woman like a woman. And I feel like nobody can cross-examine a kid like a mom.
And a mom who made her empathy for the underdog into a successful career.
Every once in a while, teachers tell me that my kids have said, you know, my mom stands up for people who nobody else does. And so I hope they're proud of me.
Taylor Alanis, Chris 6 News.